Hello guys, so Terminator Dark Fate movie. I'm not doing a daily box or something on this movie because nobody cares about this movie. Okay, no one wants to watch this. Okay, Midway is the most anticipated movie. Okay, here we go again. Most anticipated movies for next weekend is Midway, followed by Last Christmas. So people are actually excited for that movie. Knives Out was his Ryan Johnson's terrible movies. No safe spaces. You guys get this is out. No safe spaces. First Amendment and this is a I believe they have right to be defend someone. Oh yeah, that this movie. I'm surprised the SJWs are not talking about this movie because the SJW. This is an anti-SJW movie, literally. No safe spaces. But we're not talking about that movie, okay? And this is another documentary, okay? So let's look at the box office for Dark Fate. Yeah, no one's watching. Okay, it's nearing the lowest of the low. Okay, no one is watching this movie. Okay, then we have the comparisons between other movies, and I have an even better comparison than Rita. So another movie that lost money. Not Rita Battle Angel. That movie didn't lost money. I'll go over it in like a 10-minute, 15-minute video why We About Angel is not a box office failure. Okay, the movie is not a failure at all, and it didn't lose money at all. Okay, the media can say We About Angel flopped. It's unreasonable. Yeah, it's reasonable. Yeah, because it's anime and it didn't have Disney's logo, and 400 million is not enough for and it's not enough for a movie, even though it's totally like, it's unreasonable because we're critics and we're unreasonable, and we're waiting for the quote that while we do. Yeah. So let's put in Tornado Genesis, because let's go over Tornado Genesis. It's still doing worse. The Tornado Genesis it's still doing worse than the worst Tornado movie ever made. It's no longer the worst Terminator movie ever. It's no longer the worst Terminator movie ever made. But here's Terminator Genesis. It's already beating the feminist version of Terminator that zero people wanted. Okay, no one is watching this piece of garbage. Okay, no one is here it is. Men in Black International. Okay, here's the funny one. Men in Black International it's doing just as poorly as this movie. Okay, Men in Black International. Okay, this is the best comparison for because even Men in Black International is selling this piece of garbage, okay? And that movie is also a piece of garbage that no one wanted, okay? Even it's being outsold by freaking Men in Black International, which, if you don't know, made less money than the Read About Angel. It made less money than the Read About Angel did worldwide, okay? It made way less money than a Read About Angel. So here's the Read About Angel is ahead of, Dark Fate as well. It's ahead of Man Back to National, with Man Back to National and Dark Fate as well. And of course, we can put in other movies that didn't do too well at the box office. But you can see here, Dark Phoenix, another new example. Okay, I'm always gonna use newer movies because it's just much more relatable. I'm not gonna put up a movie from the '80s or something. Dark Phoenix spelled Phoenix wrong. But here's Dark Phoenix. Okay, this is the funny thing. It's doing just as poor. It's even doing worse than Dark Phoenix. Dark Phoenix is doing better than Terminator Dark Fate. That's the sad thing here. A movie that only made $65 million at the box office is beating Dark Fate at the box office. But you can say, "Oh yeah, Maleficent: Mistress of Evil. It made much money. It's unreasonable. It's unreasonable. Okay, so Maleficent: Mistress of Evil is also outselling it as well. It's also nearly 10 million ahead of Dark Fate. So they're gonna say that it's an outlier, it's Disney, and that movie, Marriage Mistress of Evil is actually having pretty decent legs, surprisingly. Okay, surprisingly, Disney, but it's Disney. They really Maleficent's flopping. They're gonna try like we don't know what Disney tried to do with this movie. They're trying to make it not a flop. Okay, but Tony Dark Fate is just doing the completely terrible. Okay, is being out, and Movies and Mrs. Evil also opened with 46 million, same like Dark Phoenix. So it is doing worse than Dark Phoenix. It's only being outsold by a superior movie called We About Angel. It is being outsold by another SDW trash that no one wanted to see called Man Black International. It's also being outsold by Genesis. okay, pretty easily. Okay, even Maleficent is outselling Dark Fate. So Dark Fate could probably possible in the box office could even be lower than we expected. Okay, Dark Fate is doing worse than Dark Phoenix, so that's just sad here. So here's Dark Phoenix, 14 million, 10.8 million. So since then, Dark Fate has been being beaten by Dark Phoenix, and Worse and Misters of Evil didn't also had the benefit of not having much competition the weeks later. Okay, it had to compete with Black and Blue and some other smaller movies, and also did well despite Terminator Dark Fate coming out. And Terminator Dark Fate has already competed with 4 new movies: Doctor Sleep, it has competed with the Firefighter movie, Playing with Fire, Last Christmas, and Midway. 4 movies! And also will probably get money taken away from Joker, from it by Joker, which is a superior movie, and Disney as well. Movies and Mistress of Evil will probably take money away from Dark Fate. Because I don't think many people are going to say, oh yeah, I was going to see this really crappy movie called Terminator Dark Fate. Okay, I know the critics have been saying it's a masterpiece, but these are the critics who gave Joker a lower score than Batwoman. These are the same critics that give Alita Battle Angel a 60%, but they'll give, Captain Marvel 78%. These are the same critics that will give Booksmart near perfect reviews, but no one is going to go see it, okay? The critics, with a few exceptions, don't really influence movie successes anymore, okay? They don't really influence movies being successful or not, okay? Let's look at Venom's success. Okay, Venom grossed $900 million, $850 million. It didn't need, certified press reviews. People just like Venom, okay? But it's and superhero movies are kind of more critic proof than something like Godzilla, okay? So something that is much more than like Avengers, okay? But you can see the hypocrisy of the critics. They think that Dark Fate is a better movie than Alita Battle Angel. They really think that Batwoman is better than Joker. That's the riddle of logic here. They think that Batwoman is better than Joker. So that's basically it. So Dark Fate is continuing to flop at the box office. Okay, here is between Lewis and Misters of Evil, which I only put over for its $45 million opening. It's still having massive wigs. So that movie is kind of an outlier here. So Lewis and Misters of Evil. Okay, they also had Transformers: The Last Night as a comparison. I can go over that comparison too. So Transformers: The Last Night, one of the worst selling Transformers movies ever. Okay, here's Transformers: The Last Night, and it still managed to go to $140 million. So Transformers: The Last Night here is destroying Dark Fate. Okay, there's another movie that didn't do too well at the box office because it was completely garbage, and they had to cancel the entire Michael Bay franchise. People say it's not a flop. It didn't lose money. Yes, it did. They had to cancel the entire Michael Bay franchise. The rest of the last 2 Michael Bay movies were canceled for Bumblebee instead. Okay, they didn't cancel that one because they knew Michael Bay wasn't making that one. They probably obviously figured out that Michael Bay does not make good movies. Okay, but the only good movies he makes are his our Pearl Harbor and 13 Soldiers Benghazi. Okay, he's only good at making war movies. Okay, he's a stick with only making war movies. Okay, because that's obviously what he knows how to make. Okay, because war movies are very very focused on the war, the explosions, and all that stuff. And that's what his movies are basically about: war and stuff. And Transformers is really more of a story-oriented series, and they kind of screwed it up. Okay, so Terminator Dark Fate is doing way worse than The Last Night as well. Even looking at the day-by-day numbers. Okay, here's The Last Night. Here's Dark Fate. It's just not doing too well, and that's basically it.